first. What is this? Avery, I came to go help look after your kin. Rika is as wonderful as you describe, yet she is a shadow. She misses you, my friend, as do we all. I will watch over her since you cannot, and I will visit you often. This war be damned. Who would have guessed I would have come to a mission and trade a prison for a cloister? Only we had both escaped, alas. The bars were too strong, and Tuatha too cruel. Your brother in arms, Mason. Is that a wolf? Look, I actually have something for you.
To all of this excitement. It was difficult enough to adjust to life during wartime. Now we have to be on our guard for Tuatha right here in our own home. What is this world coming to?
Your husband's dead.
I was a miller's love who became a miller's wife. Now I am the wife of a soldier. My duty is to hold vigil for my beloved and for all our men on the lines. My experience is limited to Arnik Arjuna and Katrin Allway. They seem the same as any of the rest of us. Wiser, perhaps, but decent, hard-working folk.
We know the Crystal War.
Truth be told, I know nothing of why the Tuatha are at war with the Alfar, nor why men fight the way they do. All I know is who picks up the pieces. The Tuatha's madness infected the Winter Court. All Fae existed peacefully for centuries, until the Tuatha got involved. It's sad.
You know anything about the Fae?
I would think they were a myth if not for the Tuatha. The Fae keep far from us. Perhaps they view us as intruders in their lands. Perhaps they disapprove of our civilized ways. Perhaps they know something we don't. I fear that most of all.
You know about the village?
I was born and raised right here in the village. Well, not in Gorhart proper, but on a farmstead outside the village boundaries. It was a good life. Before the war, of course.
How about the mission?
It's strange. Those old birds have been perched on that hill for as long as I can remember, staring down over the rest of us in the village like hawks. I know so little about them. I don't even know their names.
You said you don't believe in the Fae, but you believe in Tuatha.
It's my understanding that they were once members of the Court of Winter, and Fae like any other. But something dark lured them, took them, and twisted them in its grip.
Anything more about the Court of Winter?
I'm hardly a scholar, but I can tell you what I know. There are two Fae factions, the gentle Court of Summer and its coarser cousin, the Court of Winter. As a child, we were told stories of their ancient rivalry. These are surely myths, but enough to scare a young girl. In the last few years, the Court of Winter has fallen, corrupted by a group of powerful Fae called the Tuatha. It's the Tuatha we fight, and the Tuatha we will defeat. Farewell.
Okay, so what do I do with I thought I could do something with this. That's definitely her. And that's her dead husband. So it's weird that you can't do anything with it. You should probably give it to her.
Are here in Gorhart. What has become of the goodbye?
Hold on to it for a moment. See what happens. Avery, worry about Rika. We of the Order should not visit the village often. Father says his distraction a swamp of murky morality. But I can't stay away. I care too much. Your widow's sorrow deepens. She has come too close to close her shop at odd hours, to retreat to the darkness of her upstairs bedroom. I see the glimmer you loved so, but it fades. She is lonely. Without you or her children, she is so delicate, so beautiful of heart. I try to console her, but it leaves me shaken. I will continue to watch over her in your absence, dear friend. You have my word. Your brother in arms, Mason.
Those who offer will get what they deserve.
Okay. Let's talk to this crazy lady.
Have you come to protest the mission as well? The news has spread to every village. It's on every tongue. We are so close. St. Odwig's cannot resist much longer. And once it relents, all others will follow in its wake. The tome will be ours.
What news?
Father Dinwell is denying that women can be ordained as members of the Order of Mitharu, despite scripture to the contrary. I know that they've got the proof in their reliquary, an ancient ordination tome, but they've never let me close enough to get a glance. All are welcome into Mitharu's embrace. Ha! The hypocrites!
I'll get the tip
Don't
for you.
commit any crimes on my account. Of course, if Mitharu compels you to see justice done, then I won't stand in your way.
Where's the tome?
The Brothers of St. Odwig's perpetual mission keep the valuable tome in their reliquary, but no one outside the Order is allowed a glimpse.
Sure, they won't mind if I take a glimpse. Just a talk. Where's the chick on the ground? I take her inside. I'm gonna guess so. Let's go inside and find out.
Don't let your guard down.
I haven't done anything for him yet. So let's go upstairs.
What is it? You made it. Just in time, too. Give me the potion. It will help, but it's not enough. Someone must
Love
go
the
to
angles.
Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies.
Well, that's not good. Why is the girl important?
She is a member of the House of Ballads, the legendary court of Fae heroes. They are warriors without equal, with centuries of glory to their names. If one of their own was killed by a mortal, the House of Ballads and its king would bring a fierce vengeance upon us. Gorehart would be a ruin by day's end.
What can we do?
I'm not sure yet, but this is bad. She's Fae. Even worse, she's a knight in the House of Ballads. Fae don't kill their own, so it must have been someone in Gorehart. If the House of Ballads learns of this, the king will burn Gorehart to the ground. They see all mortals as invaders. We could go to the Warsworn and get an oath of protection, but that would require payment. We mustn't cover this up. But who do we tell?
I'm gonna go to the House of Ballads.
You're turning out to be very helpful, my friend. You have my gratitude. I'll see to it that you're honored. Rumor says that the House of Ballads has its headquarters not far from here, in Glendara to the northeast. Try to gain entrance if you can.
Voice acting in this game, I'm telling you, is awesome. I wonder if he knows anything else about the House of Ballads.
All I know is what I learned in my youth. The heroism of King Wenson and his court of enchantments. My gran spoke of them nightly as she sat by my bedside. For all I know, the House of Ballads is nothing more than myth. But I have a feeling that it exists somewhere out in the deep mists of the Feylands.
Anything more about the
Once
Warsworn?
they fought the beasts of chaos, marching to glory through many victories. Sadly, they fell, as all great men do. Now they're nothing more than hired blades. Anyone can earn their allegiance with a few pieces of gold.
idea where the House of Ballads is.
It's east of here, in the meadows of Yolvin. The Feylands are a wicked place, crawling with creatures so strange you'll assume you're dreaming.
So you just say you weren't sure if it was even real. Like, it's a little contradictory there.
Hi.
Just a thought.
Hello.
Let's go steal a book from religious-y people. See what happens. Can bribe the guards to look the other way. Okay? Or, you know, don't get caught. It's typically my go-to answer.
Faye in Goreheart. It isn't right.
Need something?
Chest in the open? Not stealing. I like it. Ooh, another hardy band. That I will use. If it is the same as what I have currently. Don't need those boots at all. Not a thing at all. Let's open this well, see if there's anything good in it. I thought roots protection. Is there like a chest or something over here? Yeah, there it is. Another chest. I like gold. It's the only thing that you don't have to worry about the red hand on. I might take this lightning shard though. Nothing worthwhile. Puts gold on bookshelves. I mean, it just seems a little weird. I don't know. I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm thinking that's a little weird. And, you know, if you experience for picking locks, not a bad thing. Never a bad day. Open this bookshelf? Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go over to the other building. See if we can steal this book. Actually, I think there's one more building I need to look at first. slower load screens than I was honestly expecting. Expect it to be like that. Hey, look, Brother Mason. Dude keeps leaving the letters.
Her lies and accusations border on heresy. That one better watch her words, lest they coil back to bite her in the throat.
Seems aggressive for a religious dude. What about the mission here?
This mission was founded to aid all those seeking Mitharu's divine order. There are others as well. St. Hadwin's is east of here, and St. Edric's is to the south.
You don't think he looked like a sketchy dude?
His curiosity got the best of him, and we almost lost him. He's a good soul, but young, foolish. He will learn in time.
What do you know about the Fae?
Mitharu has led us to this hilltop for a reason, and that is to end the Fae's long cycle of kinship with chaos. These poor creatures crave order. Look around you. This whole forest is a shrine to nature, which is, as you know, Mitharu's greatest gift.
What's Mitharu to you?
He is the authority, the great creator, the being of supreme order. All Almain claim him as their own. Of course, his wisdom is available to all who seek it.
You like the village?
The men and women of Gorhart are good people, but I tend not to socialize with them. Their concerns are their own, as are those of St. Odwig's.
It's not exactly true. I have letters here saying that you're messing with the chicken and blacksmith's office, so
Goodbye.
I don't know how truthful that is. Yeah, I'm not gonna be reading the poor box. This he can. It is. Figures.
I'm still deciding whether or not my decision to join St. Odwig's was a good one. Aside from my near death, it's been quite peaceful.
Isn't that a positive thing? You can give up your ridiculous name.
I don't know what came over me. The twins poisoned my thoughts and made me think that magic belonged in mortal hands. Only Mitharu wields the power to change who I am. I am clay in his hands. Of course, I did like the name Casmaran. It had music. See you later.
I don't know.
Father Dinwell says I have a
Music's the
promising future
right
here at the
thing.
mission. My dishwashing is inspired. His words. I'm ashamed at how they used me. I was so ignorant, so greedy. I only wanted to feel like I understood the world. They took advantage of that.
What do you know about the father?
He's a kind man for taking me back among the brothers. It will take time, but I will work my way into his heart again. I have faith.
Glad you came back to the mission.
This is where I belong. I knew nothing of the greater world when I arrived, but now I have tasted the fruit of temptation. I have rededicated myself to prayer and scripture. I have stumbled, but Mitharu has granted me mercy. I won't disappoint him again.
People
Bye
love
then.
Mitharu. Guess that's what the mission's for, so makes sense. You know, as much as I sneak in this game, I never really used shadow prisms the first couple times. They were cool, but line your pockets but expand your mind. Sounds like college. log bookshelf houses the collections of Brother Till, the late scripture master of St. Ogden's perpetual mission. From the looks of the titles on the remaining books, Till's literary interests tended toward the lewd and lascivious. You may retrieve all the missing volumes and return them to Till's collection for a reward. Okay, sure. Ugh. Sagecraft allows you to create gems. Use them to add powerful bonuses to your weapons and armor. And any shards you possess, turn them into gems. Combining different types of shards will produce different effects. Try experimenting. Gets rid of all my red-handed ones. Sweet. Eventually, you'll actually be able to strengthen shards. That's good.
This can't be happening.
What's up, Brother Delph?
Oh, I didn't see you come in. I was reading this letter, and is there anything I never thought it would happen. They're coming. Even with everything else going on in this village, the Red Legion is coming for me.
Who are you?
I'll admit it. My past is a tapestry of drunkenness and loose morals, women and wine. I'm not proud of it, but I couldn't have gotten where I am without making mistakes.
What about this mission?
It filled the hunger I was hoping to sate with wine, women, anything and everything. The mission gives my life meaning.
What about the village?
The people here are kind, yet suspicious. They believe the mission harbors secrets, and they're right.
What does the Red Legion want with you?
I was not always the pious man you see before you. No, I was a scoundrel, a raider in the dreaded Red Legion, a gang of the notorious bandit Red the Dead Edward. But plunder could not sustain me. I wanted something more. Several of us faked our deaths and deserted, always knowing that Red might track us down. And now, he has. It's all here in Red's letter. He demands we satisfy the blood right. 2 lives for 1. He'll let me go, but only if I kill the men who deserted with me. But I cannot.
Isn't there another way?
I could hand myself over to Red, but he'd have me killed. The only other choice is to kill the men who left with me. I can't do that. I'm not the man I used to be.
I'll take care of it.
I do what I must. I only hope Ugnar and Itrin will forgive me. Ugnar works in Gorhart village. Itrin haunts the ruins near Haxi, still struggling with his demons. Be on your guard. I fear they will likely come for me as well. When it's finished, take their daggers and bring them to Red Edward. He will demand proof. Take mine to start. Good luck, my friend. May Mitharu bless you.
What's this blood right?
It is a sacrament of the Red Legion. When you commit a crime, you must pay a penance. Surrender your life or the lives of 2 others.
What about the other deserters?
Ugnar could always be found by Red's side, Red's right hand. But beneath his brutal exterior, Ugnar was a good man, tortured by the ghosts of his dead wife and children. Itrin, however, rivals only Red Edward in his bloodlust. They say he was once a Justicar, but was expelled for brutality. His devotion to his god Enadon is fanatical.
What about Red himself?
I've fought under Red for years, yet I know nothing of him. I do know this. He will do anything to get what he wants.
The most dangerous kind of man is one without limits.
Where'd you say the others are?
Ugnar works for the inn at Goreheart. Itran has taken to calling himself the Shade, and robs travelers in Haxi.
He sounds like a bad dude. I'll take him out. In the meantime, I have to steal myself a religious text. So many things to take. I just want the gold, though. Ooh. And that. And that. We're gonna take that too. Okay, we're getting out of here. Do 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 do. I don't know what he's doing. I have some friend who's running a script to play 1,000 games, it looks like. Just good because he has too many to begin with. Okay. Let's see what this is.